Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll talk about my gifts, my abilities to my YouTube channel, which I'm really excited to talk about. So I'll talk about the different types of clairs, I'll talk about my experiences, and I'll talk about what actions you should take or you could take in order to remove yourself from those energies. If you have any other video suggestions, let me know in the comment section and I'll add it to my list. Don't forget to like, comment to tell me what you thought of this video, and subscribe to see more from me and to support my channel. Alright, so I have known that I've had abilities for most of my life anyway, but the more I read tarot and the more I meditate, the more I just live life and experience life, is the more my abilities just keep growing and evolving. They have evolved over the past 6 months, I'd say. So here I am making this video. So before I get into it, I'd just like to say that when you're talking about your gifts, when you're talking about energy and the subject surrounding that, it's important to feel within your own energy whether you should talk about these things, because maybe it's not meant for the other person to hear. Maybe you're not meant to talk about it right there and then. Maybe you're not supposed to talk about it at all. But some of the things I'll talk about today is what I feel like I like to talk about, even though some of them, it's like there's some kind of energetic pushback. It's important to know within your own energy when it's the right time, or whether you should or should not talk about specific gifts, specific experiences. But in this video, I will share some of what I have experienced with my own abilities. I will film other mini videos around my other experiences later down the line. In this video, I will talk about 2 of my clair abilities, and in other videos, I'll talk about my other abilities too. There are many clair abilities to be spoken about. There's clair empathy, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, and many other clairs. But in this video, I'll talk about clairvoyance and clairsentience, because they really go hand in hand with what I've experienced anyway. So what is clairvoyance and clairsentience? Clairvoyance is clear seeing of different energies, different auras. You could see spirits around people, or just in general. You can feel spirits as well, but that's more clairsentience of feeling, and clairsentience is clear feeling. So feeling the energy of places, people, things, and just having these gut feelings and intuitive feelings. Clairvoyance is clear seeing and clairsentience is clear feeling, and those are the ones I'm going to talk about today. I won't go too deep into the details. I won't share who they are, what places I felt these things in or saw these things in. I'll just give the bare minimum details. The most recent updates in my abilities has been over the past 6 months, I'd say. So it's been a great time experiencing every change, every evolved ability of mine. It's been a journey. It's been great. So I'll talk about clairvoyance and clairsentience because they both connect with each other seamlessly, and they both work hand in hand. It's like they're working together to give me information about my environment, about people, about just energy overall. So I'll start off with clairvoyance, even though I think I have had clairsentience longer than clairvoyance. So clairvoyance. So with me, I have seen black auras in my life, and black auras could either signify sickness. From what I've researched anyway, it could signify sickness, or in my definition, I think it's to do with the person's wickedness. They are bad people from what I have seen, what I felt anyway. So my first experience with seeing black auras, so there was this one time I was at a function, okay, and this person was far away from me, like very, very far, and I was talking to other people, and I looked over and I saw black pulsating out of her. Boom, 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 boom. And I felt extremely uncomfortable, which comes in with the clairsentience. So the clairvoyance was seeing the black aura, and the clairsentience was feeling the energy of that black aura, and I couldn't look over anymore because I felt very uncomfortable. I felt like this person is not a good person, so I just left it at that. And then a few hours later we got back to someone's house, and they were standing right in front of me talking to other people at the house, and I was sat down, and she was literally right here, and black was pulsating throughout the room, boom, 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 coming from her whole body. And I was like, oh, literally every time I see a black aura, or whenever I feel like someone's energy isn't good, I'm like, but it's evolved to me shifting over in my seat, like I need to move away from that energy. That was a very interesting experience, and I was speaking to other people who know this person, and they were telling me that yeah, she is not a great person, she's not a good person. So my clairvoyance and my clairsentience was correct. Next, my other experience of seeing a black aura. I was at work, I was a waitress. I don't know if anyone at work liked this girl, I'm not sure, but I walked into the kitchen and she was doing whatever she was doing, and I saw from her belly black coming out of her stomach area. So it's like boom, 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 boom. It was an entrance door, but I had to escape quickly because I do not want to be seeing that. And then I kind of waited a little while to go back into the kitchen. And then I walked back in and she was in the room on the right hand side, and I saw her again, and the black aura was pulsating out of her stomach again. And I took that for many years thinking, oh, maybe she is a bad person because black auras is a bit of a shock to the system, you know. But now I feel like maybe she was pregnant, or maybe she had an issue with her stomach area. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was a health issue, or maybe it really was that she wasn't a nice person. But anyway, even though other people may not understand that I saw black auras and I didn't like what I was feeling and I didn't have any evidence of this, I felt like I needed to warn a co-worker. I was like, you need to be careful of her. I saw a black aura. I don't know if she understood me, but sometimes you need to warn people when you see these kind of auras. That's how I feel anyway. If it was any other aura color, then maybe not. But because it was black, I don't think I should keep it to myself. And on another occasion, I can kind of feel when someone is repressing so many things. I used to work as a support worker, and there was this person, or many people, who kind of just suppressed how they were feeling with alcohol and medication from the doctors. The way they were talking, you could see that they haven't moved on from whatever they went through. So it was kind of like they were talking around the situation. Like maybe they'll talk about it a little bit, but then they will go around it and ignore that they need to work through their issues. And the one time we were sat down in the living room of the supported living place, and I don't know what we were talking about. For some reason, the air was very uncomfortable, and I don't know how to describe it. So I'm going to do my best to try and describe the energy, to talk about the energy, because talking about energy can be very difficult. So I was sat here and the people were sat like on another sofa. Maybe they were talking about what was going on in their life. I don't know, but it was kind of like a black aura pulsating through the room, but it wasn't. It was much clearer. It was corrupting the room. The air in the room just became very uncomfortable, and I was shifting in my seat because I was very uncomfortable. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I felt like that was an important moment for me, because it's like when you repress yourself, when you are hiding parts of yourself, I can see it, I can feel it. Don't try to hide yourself from me, basically, because I'll be able to feel it and I'll be able to see it as well in the air or just in your energy. I can feel it in my body. And then moving on from black auras, Last year I was able to see two different colors auras, which was very different. So this one girl I met, she had like a maroon red kind of aura, which I really really liked, because it means that she's very confident and comfortable in who she is, and she would not allow anyone to tell her who she is not. And she's very stable within herself, and she has a strong root chakra, because red is associated with the root chakra and having strong roots within herself. And then another time I saw a yellow aura. Yellow is a very happy color. Yellow is a very vibrant and energetic color. So from that, I'm like, she's my favorite. With clairsentience, that is clear feeling. I have felt many things from many different people. I'll tell you an experience that I have recently experienced at work. I met this new teacher. She started sometime last year. I don't know if it was from the moment that I met her or just gradually. I just didn't like her energy. I just felt so very uncomfortable around her. Like, why are you around me? Please get away from me. I was very, very uncomfortable. And I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want to look at her in the eye. Just get away from me. The one time I was in my classroom, I was waiting for the other students to get back. And I was wondering, where are they? Where are they? But anyway, she came to my classroom, and instantly the thoughts of, why is she in here? Get out. I just instantly felt so uncomfortable. Around that time, I was evolving in my gifts. So this was a new gift of mine. So she was in the classroom talking, and all of a sudden I saw a sonar wave coming from her body, and it blasted out of her at a distance, but it didn't touch me. But as soon as I saw the sonar wave, I was like, yeah, no, get away from me. I was slowly backing away because of how strong that pulse was. If I can find an image of a sonar wave, I'll put it up while I'm editing. I can feel if someone or some place is off or has a bad energy. So I will tell you about this experience, but I won't go too deep in the details because we were in a different country. We went to visit someone that we've never visited before. And as soon as I walked into the house was vibrating, and it not vibrating, shaking. It wasn't shaking physically, it was shaking energetically. And I'm like, wow, this is very strange. I don't like it here. And then the person who lived there, she walked into the room, and I thought, whoa, I don't like her. Go away. Literally, that's how I think or even say things when I'm around bad energy. I'm like, get away from me. Don't talk to me. Don't come near me. Go away. Get away from me. Go away. Go, go, go. Because I feel it that deeply. Everyone was taking pictures with her, but I was staying far away from her. I didn't want any pictures with her. And then I got to the car after we finished visiting them. I was the only one in the car, I think because I just wanted to get away quickly. But she came out of the house and she stood right next to the car. I was in the back seat. She was at the window at the back seat. So I had to lock the door and pray that she didn't open the door because I did not want her near me. But the thing with people with bad energies, they seem to linger around. It's like their energy knows that you don't like them. Their energy knows that their energy is off. So they should keep lingering around me. So I have to protect myself by locking the door, by walking away, by doing what I have to do to get out of that situation. Also, being in Korea, I have met quite a few people who don't have the best energy. We went to a dance rehearsal, and that was the first time I've ever met her. And then we went off to a restaurant. So I wanted to sit over on another table, but I ended up sitting on the other table with another girl and the girl that I didn't like the energy of next to me. And while I was sat next to her, I felt like I shouldn't have sat there. I felt it was a mistake to sit there. I want to be over there. I shouldn't be here. And it felt like the other people that were sat at the other table were far, far away. And I shouldn't sit here. So I stood up and I sat on the other table. There was stuff on the seat where I was like, I don't care, I need to sit here. And then my friend told me about this girl, and then it made sense why I had to stand up and move over. And then ever since then, and every time she would talk to me, I felt like, I don't know how to explain this, but it felt like there was a distance between us. It felt like I was really tall and she was really short, and it's like the whole room felt really big or really small. I'm not sure. It's like the energy just changed, and I didn't want to be talking to her much. I didn't want to be surrounding myself with her, even though she was with the whole group. I would happily just not interact with anyone if she was there. And it turned out that she was quite a manipulative person. She was very, very strange, very off. And yeah, so that was the story of her. It wasn't a very exciting story, but it just solidifies the fact that I should always trust my feeling, my inner knowing. Well, inner knowing is more clear cognizance, but clear feeling. I should really pay attention to what I feel about someone, how they are making me feel, like what's the energy around them. Am I shifting in my seat? Am I moving back? What's the thought process? Is the thought process, get away from me, don't talk to me, why are you here? Or am I calm? You know, it's very important for me to differentiate from that. But as soon as I feel these feelings, best believe I'm listening. And I don't care what other people have to say about this person. If I feel like they are off, that's it for me. And then other people realize it for themselves. They'll either receive complaints, they'll receive pushback, whatever it is. And it's important to differentiate from what you should do, what action should you take. Should you warn someone? Should you get up and walk away? Should you just get up and leave? Should you get up and sit somewhere else? Should you just sit where you're sitting and just shift slightly, just so that you aren't that close to them? What should I do? And then go from there. Only you can decide what you should do. Don't take advice from other people, because other people don't see what I see. They don't feel what I feel. They don't experience what I experience, so they don't understand. That how could they understand? So that is a video on my abilities. There will be more videos on my abilities coming soon. I don't know when, but soon. But before then, I have other videos to post. Let me know if you would like to see any other videos, and I'll add that to my list because it's growing and growing and growing. I'm really excited to film for those videos. All right, so yeah, that is the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.